fast route. If the money ain't talking, what you talking about? When the money come in, what I'm worried about? Make more the weed that piss my odor. Talk too fast, I tell a nigga hold up. Talk too fast, I tell the bitch slow up. Any car drive, V8 my motor. Take me to the plug, them P's I load up. I got some little niggas out here.
Sup? I don't know what that means. I don't know why I said it. I don't know why I did that. I just did it just because, like I said, I don't know what it means. If it means something good or bad, it's not my intentions. I don't know why I did it again. I would probably never do that again ever. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I don't know why I did that. Sup? Yo. What? How on? There we go. I started the video dead smack in the middle. Wow, I would have been way off. Verse, back it up one time. Sup, though.
Hello, my friends. Today I'd like to introduce a brand new game. And believe me, this is lit. As we all know, you guys and I like a horror story, and this is why I am convinced that you will love this game. A new game, Blair Witch, from the Hunt to Killer series has just come out.
Okay.
A few weeks ago, one box had delivered to my house, and I was absolutely thrilled. With this one box, you could feel that you got sucked into a scene in a horror movie wherever you are.
Wow.
Now, I know everybody feels bored, especially during this self-quarantine time. No matter if you are alone or with your friends, it's the perfect activity to play with this one box. You can have the best horror experience, and I'm telling you, this is not just a simple board game. This is a perfect horror experience that you could get immersed in. It's like you're playing a room escape game in your house. The thing is so simple. All you have to do is just register the box. You take it, and just enjoy it. What else? Nothing. If you sign up for a subscription, you can get 6 boxes in each season, and each box is full of realistic evidence, maps, police reports, and more to provide a horrifying and immersive experience. You derive great pleasure at a small cost. I've been playing this game recently whenever I feel bored. And not only does the Hunt a Killer already have 100,000 subscribers, but it also has received over 2,000 5-point reviews. You can go to huntakiller.com/Wansee and use special code for 20% off your first box. Again, make sure to use code WANSEE for a 20% discount. Can you survive the curse of the Blair Witch?
True scary story about my friend's house.
This happened when I was in college.
Right.
One day, I decided to sleep at my friend's house. After having fun eating...
We're not gonna go past like her window wasn't just wide open without no blinds and no curtains. Okay. Alright. Okay. You know the story is clucked or is going to be clucked if the windows has no curtains and or blinds, among other things. But if the video starts off and you see a window in the distance or whatever, without no curtains and no blinds, the story's clucked.
Takeout with my friend and chatting for a while. We both laid down to sleep. Then I suddenly started hearing the sound of a wooden percussion that is typically used in Korean temples. However, as my friend and I were sincere Buddhists, I just laughed and then fell asleep, thinking it was a hallucination.
What's that
About
shadow?
a month later, I met her again at a cafe near her house, and I made a joke. Hey, did you turn on the Buddhist broadcast at your house that day? I kept hearing the sound of a wooden instrument when I slept over at your house. Then my friend suddenly looked serious and asked me if I heard it. And she abruptly called her mother, trembling. Hey, Mom. My friend heard it too. What should I do now? In confusion, I asked what was going on, and my friend suddenly cried and said, I keep experiencing sleep paralysis ever since I started living in that house.
Oh my God! So me as your friend, you couldn't tell me that? We're best friends, your mother clucker. You couldn't tell me something like that? That's crazy. I was about to say that's clucked up, but then I was about to say that's crazy. So that's why I said that's crazy. That's crazy. You couldn't tell me that? You've been having sleep paralysis ever since you moved in there. And now you invited me to hang out. Now I'm about to be in the same predicament as you. Because I promise you on everything on Mother's Mo, like, if you told me that, I would have never came over. Ever. Even if you did tell me that, and you moved, I'm still, like, our friendship is done over. It's done with. I already signed the divorce papers, right? I don't want to have nothing to do with you or anything about you, like, because apparently whatever is giving you sleep paralysis is on you, like it's following you. So I feel like even if you move, it's still going. I ain't with it.
I've been suffering this for 5 months, not 1 or 2 days. I can't live like this anymore. She then confessed that she'd been staying at a nearby motel. It was fine at first, but she started to have sleep paralysis more and more, even when she was in the motel. I was so surprised when she told me this. To reassure her, I told her to pack up right away, check out of the motel, and come to my house. Then she cried even harder this time, and she said she's too scared to enter that house by herself. She asked me to go with her, so we took a taxi and went back to her house.
What's this we shit? At most, I would pray for you. That's it. Don't touch me. Don't do anything like that. I'm not, like, after us just sitting down, like that last scene, we were just sitting down outside of like a restaurant or whatever. Like, I would have prayed for you and then I would have just left and just never looked back. Just saying. Because now you're doing the most. Now you enter the cluck zone. You already passed 2 zones. You passed the cluck zone. No, you passed the safe zone. You passed the cluck zone. Now you're in the cluck zone. That's crazy. And I'm pretty sure her friend is about to have her too.
However, the moment I went into her house, I thought I was going to cry too, and I was sure that something was wrong. As soon as I opened the door, I suddenly smelled rotten water. My friend had a goldfish at the time, and there wasn't even a drop of water left in the fish tank. The fish was dried up and laid there dead.
Damn.
We ran out of the house without even thinking about packing her stuff up. We didn't go back to my house right away. Instead, we wandered around the crowded streets for a long time before returning. When we finally returned to my house, we both sat on my bed, thinking for a long time about what we had to do, and then fell asleep. When I woke up the next morning, I noticed that there were several missed calls from my mom. When I called her back, she asked me, "Are you at home with someone right now?" "Why, Mom?" I asked her, almost crying out of fear, and then she told me about her dream. In her dream, a tall, skinny, and abnormally big-eyed man was looking through my window in black clothes. Why isn't she coming out? Why? He muttered this while watching me. Mom ran towards him shouting, "What are you doing?" Then she suddenly woke up from her dream. So I was honest and confessed to my mom about my friend's house, and she told me not to go anywhere with her.
Yeah.
She lived in my house for about a month.
Wow.
One of her mother's relatives was a shaman, and she suddenly got mad when she talked about her daughter, and then advised my friend to stay close to me. I think her house might have been possessed by a ghost. I thought about why he couldn't come inside my house. I guess it's because my mom bought some ceremonial salt before I moved into this house. And one of my relatives, who was a monk, once visited my house to pray for me while I was away. Maybe that's why. My friend later told me that she had moved out of the house, and the owner actually accepted her request without any complaints. I think cheap houses like those always have a legitimate reason.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, she's doing very well now.
Is she though? Is she? I would not trust that.
My father's grandmother once told him a story of a man from the 1900s in Mexico that had a very heart-stopping experience.
This sounds like darkness.
Said man, let's call him Jose, a very common Mexican name, loved to drink. So he and one of his friends are finishing drinking at a local bar one night. When they leave the bar, they say their goodbyes and go their separate ways for the evening. As I stated before, it's Mexico in the 1900s. For most people, you either traveled by your own 2 feet or by horse. Luckily for Jose, he had a horse. So off he went, back to his home late at night, taking the dirt trails. Along the way, he passes under a bridge. As he comes out the other side, he begins to hear what sounds like a child crying. He stops and gets off his horse. He looks and...
When are you gonna just say to yourself, cluck these kids? Cluck these kids. Cluck them. That kid is so sus right now. First, what are you doing out by yourself? Second, the hell are you crying for? Just because he's a kid don't mean nothing. Again, that kid could be used as bait. I don't know. But everything is open. I'm not ruling nothing out. That shit crazy. No, dumb man. If I was in his shoes and I saw the little kid crying, I would have been like, oh, that's tough. And then I would have just kept, riding the horse. Pause. Shit. Some people never learn. Some people never learn.
In the direction of the crying. He soon finds the source of the crying. It's a little boy crying all alone. He asks the child if he's all right.
I'm lost. Can you help me?
Bullshit!
Jose, of course, agrees to help the little boy, so he picks him up and places him on the rear of the saddle. He gets back on, and then they're on their way. As they travel along, Jose feels the little kid poke his back a few times.
What the fuck?
So Jose asks what's the matter. The young boy responds,
Daddy, look.
That was an old school move I just did a couple of years ago. Like, I think I made that up because that's like I don't know. I forgot why I made that dance. But it's like, whoa, hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, Jesus. But I think I did. Because it's like, I forgot why I made that up. Was it because, like, you just, it's like you putting yourself into cluckness? Or is it, I forgot why I made that up. If anybody knows why I made, please let me know that in the comment section below. Because that's why I did that, because of that. I literally just said that kid could be used as bait. And I also literally just said, I don't know if I said cluck these kids or these kids. But either way, cluck these kids.
I grew teeth. When Jose looks back, he's face to face with a horrifying sight. What was once a little boy now set a dark figure with rows of sharp, long white teeth smiling at him, with a pair of eyes that radiated death itself.
Oh my God.
Turning white with fear, Jose's only reaction was to pull back the reins of the horse, which causes the horse to fall backwards. Luckily, he didn't get caught in the middle and just fell off the back. Jose wasted no time getting up and looking for his horse, but unfortunately the horse had been spooked and ran off into the night. Jose proceeded to do the same and hightail it out of there, not even daring to test his luck. He didn't look back. The following day, when his friend asked to go for some drinks, he said only a little, because he didn't want to stay too late.
Shit. You know what I just realized? Horses have 6 senses. So they can be able to detect, like spiritual shit, like paranormal type stuff. Why didn't the horse? I think the horse did sense it, but wanted Jose to get clucked up in the process. I felt like the horse was in cahoots with that little demon child. I think the horse wanted Jose to get clucked up, right, real bad, to the point, you know what I mean, he might as well just say cluck it. Because, like, I don't know, like, it was just weird how the horse didn't really, like, react until the demon child, like, grew teeth. It was almost as if, like, the horse not only was, like, the horse was trying to get Jose clucked up, damn near die, but because it didn't work out in the horse's favor, the horse just hauled ass and just never looked back. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know if that's the case or not, but it seems pretty legitimate. I'm really tired right now. I don't know if y'all can tell. I think when I start, like, stuttering and start to space out, that's when I'm a little tired. Or when I don't really make no sense. I mean, I don't make no sense like 9 times out of 10, but just saying. I can feel like my eyelids getting heavy though. But yeah, that's shit. Yeah, the horse definitely knew what was up, but wanted it to clock Jose up in the process. I bet you that, man, if I was Jose, that would have been the last time I rode a horse or got anywhere near a horse. And this is why you don't like, you don't trust people just in general. You don't trust people of all ages. You know, I don't care if like the wife or like the mother just had like a newborn baby, literally pushed the baby out, or it's an old person on the verge of dying, and anything in between. You can't trust people. You can't. You can't. You just can't. I'm sorry to say, but you just can't. Prime example. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.